Well, aren't you just the luckiest lambs out there, because it's Mariah Carey again. You guys are really asking for it, so I'm here to deliver. Let's learn a little bit about today's song, Underneath the Stars. It's a song by American singer-songwriter Mariah Carey. The song was written and produced by Carey and the legend Walter Afanasieff for her fifth studio album, Daydream, in 1995. It was released on November 19, 1996, through Columbia Records as the sixth and final single from the album and as a B-side to Forever in Australia. The R&B influenced song, which has been considered by Carey as one of her personal favourites, features a soft and retro style melody and has music critics drawing comparisons to earlier works from Minnie Riperton, or is it Riperton? Yeah, of one of Carey's vocal inspirations. You can read more about that one. I'm literally just verbatim from the Wikipedia, but go and check the more information out. And as loyal lambs yourself, I'm sure you've got plenty more things to say, and you can drop those in the comments straight after you've hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can find out when these are coming out. And maybe your song will be next. Until then, we'll catch you over at the mix window. Okay, so we've got a bit of a newish one for me too. I don't recall hearing heaps of this in my youth compared to other Mariah tracks. But let's have a look at what we've got on that channel. We've got 20 on that track. We got 20 channels, 20 tracks, whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's really late at night. Kick, hat, snare, triangle, cymbals, bass, some funk guitar, regular guitar. The difference we'll find out. Pads, Rhodes ×2, scratch, backing vocals ×3, harmonies, and then a bunch of lead. They got the regular vocals, the harmony, the double, and some whistles. And I know you guys will be excited to hear those. If you'd like to skip to the vocals, you know what to do. Have a look through. If you're watching this live, drop a comment down. I will be checking that out in bed in the morning when this comes up. But until then, let's check out the kick stem here. Right. Let's make it really big so we can see what's happening. Kick, let's do it. That's fat. Yeah. Listen to the thump on the end of it. Dare I say this could be a real kick? Perhaps with something more added. Okay, there's a... Now, in the industry, they call that sort of sound, well, not exactly that. Oh, perhaps it is. Walter, if you're watching, please clarify for us. An 808, an electric drum sound, which is basically just a sine wave at a very low frequency with a bit of attack at the front. So you can hear that kind of like featheriness to it. Listen. And I dare say that these other kick drums here have something similar added to it, along with like a real kick or a sample of real kick. I know Carey and Afanasieff do a lot of stuff together that is just 100% MIDI instruments, so maybe this is different. Huge tail. And then you can see that pattern change here. And move across a little bit just because we can to here. All right, that same drum again, and we're looking pretty similar the whole way through. You can see that those patterns there are copying what's going on. So pretty safe to say that we've got everything we can get out of that particular track. Hi-hats are next. Some people don't find these exciting. I do. I think they're an essential part of the rhythm of any drum beat. So let's have a listen to what happens here. Okay, closed hat and a hit hat. Sorry, yeah, closing with the foot and then hit with the stick. Closed and then hit. You hear that? And then what's this? Okay, there's a tom in there. Very real sounding instrument. Though the consistency does feel a little generated, as you can hear. Every second one is softer. So da 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 bam. You with me? Okay, and then this tom bit happens again up here. Let's move to it. And then you can see it happens one more time further down. Real big 70 hertz rise there. And then everything else is happening right at the top, but it's got a really nice kind of, I don't want to say hollow. You draw your conclusion on how that sounds, but it sounds really nice. You can hear the stick. I like that. Okay, snare time. Let's check this one out. That's fat. Bit of reverb. Bit of room reverb. Cool, it goes for like a second. And the fundamental notes down there at like what, 175? What's that? 160, 165. Okay, let's add that to the kick. And again, that could be just about anything, right? Add those hats. Cool. Let's go back to that start with that really cool sounding kick and see how that plays with those hi-hats. You count in. Closed and then hit. Closed with the foot and then closed and hit. Okay, very cool. Moving on to this triangle here. It's just a little bitty, little tiny triangle down the bottom. It looks very quiet, doesn't it? Wow. Just a nice little detail. Uses its place perfectly. Quiet there. Nice. This bit looks a little different. Let's check it. Could it be played? Who knows? Well, like I said, we need someone official to let us know. A cymbal stand with 2 exact hits on it there. They've been panned already, as you can see in the stereo field. You can see in those 2 tracks being slightly different, that's where. And another one. Cool, so one's to the left and one's to the right. You should be able to hear that now because I fixed the panning issue and I spoke over it because I'm a moron. One more time. Okay. Not like it was the most important part for you guys. So I know you were here for the vocals. We'll get to them, I promise. Bass time. I would love to hear what this sounds like. Yeah. Awesome. So we're rolling with the keys synth here. It's like a sampled sound on a keyboard. Nice. It's kind of a bit woody sounding, except they've taken the chirpiness out of it. These woodland critter sound, you know what I mean? Like it sounds really nice and round, but you can also hear that sample happening at the same time. Nice. If you want to hear more of that, go and check out the original version of the track, which is in the description. You can check that out and then come back and listen to the funk guitar isolated. Hear this? Just some nice wah. Classic. So clean too. I can see how this was considered to be retro sounding at the time, because there's a little bit of almost a rule where things that are 20 years behind seem to be retro, and that kind of funk guitar was very 70s and this was the 90s, right? So do those mathematics and you'll see the retro pattern. Very sitar. Nice. I love that little change. It's those tiny little things that you barely hear. So good. That's nice to hear that sitar over the top. Obviously this is a stem being a stereo mix of the guitars. Or the funky parts of the guitar. I'm going to leave it there. You guys can check out the rest of the track. I'm so sorry, but we're moving along to just regular guitar stem. All right, we'll check it out from the start. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah, that's real. So I may have glazed over the fact with that last track that that's a real played instrument. Again, with the other Afanasieff hits with Mariah Carey, some of them have been 100% generated in the sense that they were played on a keyboard and reproduced via a MIDI instrument or a computer instrument. This is definitely played and recorded with a mic. Gorgeously too. Wow. Really nice. That nice little pluck. Okay, we've heard this part before. Now I can hazard a guess at this section here being very similar to this section here because of its visual structure. And what do you know? Here we go. Next part. Very similar. Different though. Okay, we know this part, and then we'll try this last little section here, a few bits of that. Okay, and I think we rinse and repeat to the end on that particular guitar. Moving over to the pads, let's hear them. Oh! that's fat. So wide. I feel like I'm in the temple of time. Thicken it out. Yeah. Wow. Okay, we've got a good idea of how that sounds sonically. So you know the part, then you know the song. So again, don't forget to check out the original in the link. We have Rhodes, and if you know me, you know the Rhodes or any electric piano is the key to my heart. So someone buy me a Rhodes. There's not a more beautiful sound. Listen to that. That is so, so, so beautiful. I don't want to stop it, but I know the copyright strikes are coming fast and thick on these videos. But I bring them to you anyway, okay? I'm doing my best for you. The sound, it's too beautiful. It's too good. I'm going to go to the pan stem, Rhodes pan stem. So is it the same part, just with a bit of warble on it? Let's find out. It is, but it's so good. Oh. Now, put your headphones on for this. Don't get dizzy. Okay, and then we'll thicken it out with adding this. There you go. You get that effect on the outside. Now it feels a little more balanced, right? We'll take it away. Disorienting. But that's okay. But what a beautiful effect to add to a Rhodes just to really make it shine through. And you can do that in conjunction with the tempo of the song too if you're a songwriter and you want to know kind of how to add effects to make your song sound good but without them sticking out too far. That's the way. One other way to do that, and especially in the 90s, was add record scratch because the digital age was coming and people were going for that retro vibe, which was the 70s. So they started to add things like this. And as topical as it may have been for the time, it is something that I couldn't really ever get that far into, but it's a part of the Queen's history, the Queen Mariah Carey. And in the actual track, I mean, this is blaring now, but in the actual track, it's actually quite tasteful. So, yeah, that's just a loop over and over and over again for the duration of the song. Which is just how it runs and how it goes. Now we're at that halfway point. You know what that means? It's time to go and subscribe, yeah! Because, the more of these we do, the more fun we have and the more resources that I get access to, which is good too, because you guys are my favourite resource and usually my most resourceful resource. So if you have anything you'd like me to cover and you don't know if I've got access to that or not, I'd love to hear from you. In the past, I've had a few people very kindly send me some things that I was able to do a particular show just for those guys to be able to enjoy that. And, I appreciate it a lot. You guys are fantastic. I'll definitely, if you'd like me to shout you out, I would like to. But if you don't want to, then that's perfectly fine as well. Thank you very much again for checking out Midnight Mixes, and I'm really happy to be back, especially with so many cool Mariah tracks to start with, of course. But yeah, much more to come, of course. Again, subscribe, like the videos, share them around. If you're a member of any of those awesome Mariah pages, which I am, do share them on there. I'd love to, except I just don't, it's like self-promotion rules, and I'd love to share the good news, but also I don't want to be a bit of a tool by just going, hey, here's my video. I'm more about you guys enjoying it than me getting any kind of kickback from it. So if you enjoy it, please do pass it along. I think that's a nicer way to go about it. Yeah, and don't forget to check out the other stuff on here, the Midnight Mixes vocal editions, which are your favourite parts of some of your favourite episodes. And yeah, thank you so much. Let's head back over and check out the beautiful vocals of one Mariah Carey. So start off with this backing vocal stem here. We'll give you as much of that as I can. Let's see how we go from about here. Mariah, take it away.
Young love, young love, young love, young love.
Bonus points in the comments if you can tell me if there is another person on the backup vocals there. Some people say, not Kelly Price, that might have been a Britney one. If you can find one, if not, maybe it's all Mariah. Who knows? Maybe you do. Tell me.
So shine.
Maybe none of it's Mariah. Maybe it's all someone else. Who knows? You can tell me.
On a natural high as we drifted.
That's cool. That's very cool. All right, I'm skipping forward.
Young.
Sorry, did I just hear a little burp? Was that a burp? Go on, come on. All right. I just did a burp. Don't go me here, but I really love these little things because, I mean, you don't often hear the Queen belch. Belt. Not, you hear her belch, but not belch. But listen. You know what I mean? Just a little bit, just to clear, just to get ready, just to get that airflow ready, because that's just, we're all natural and we're all human. Some of us superhuman. But listen again. Okay, that's funny.
Young love, young love, young love, young love. Oh, beautiful and bittersweet, lay you were fading into me, and I was gently fading into you. Oh, but the time went sailing by reluctantly. We said goodbye and left a secret place so far behind.
That is fantastic. I'm going to stop it there because we already played for quite a fair bit, and I know you guys really like it. And again, I'm super sorry. Perhaps one day in the future we could do some kind of like special, hang out together where without any of those YouTube watchdogs kind of checking us out every couple of seconds we play. Let's move to backing vocal 2 and just hear the same parts from the start, and let's hear it. Oh, Mariah. There's another one. There's somebody out there who's going to be very upset with me for this, but it's not meant to be heard. That's what she didn't want it to be heard like that, so that's why what you're doing is the wrong thing. Also, it's in the track. Like, it actually, go and listen to it. It's actually still in there. So, I mean, we're not picking on anybody. We've all got bodily functions. Listen.
Young love, young love, young love.
Absolutely zero disrespect here. I swear, it's amazing that it's in the track. It's in the track.
On a natural high as we drifted.
So there's a little drier, like no reverb.
Young love, young love.
I'm starting to feel like it's the same exact sampled burp, and it's been placed into the other spots. Let's see the other one. It's the same. It's the damn same one. And then here at this one. And then here, I know you're going to kill me, I know, but it's in there, and I'm telling you, it's in there. It's in there. Backing vocals or burp vocals? Here we go.
Young love, young love, young love.
Gorgeous. And then the last little pieces. Is there a burp?
Ooh, and I was yours, and you were my own, baby. As we lay, as we
Imagine being that good.
Young love, young love.
Now, you can see by all those little manta rays here at the end, look at them, yes, that they're all the same thing. So, skipping ahead to backing vocal 3, and unless that's just a big burp, let's hear it. It's a stingray, so maybe it's young love.
Lay underneath the stars.
Listen to those notes that she gets through.
Lay underneath the stars.
Ridiculous. Okay, and these last few little pieces here.
Underneath the stars.
To double. She's doubled up.
Underneath the stars. Underneath the stars.
You can hear all that headphone action.
Underneath the stars. Underneath the stars.
And when I say headphone action, it could have just been a monitor in there, perhaps.
Underneath the stars. Yeah.
One of the things that was very common in vocal tracking, if not using headphones, was putting a speaker very close to where the singer was and then playing the track through it and then playing the track back alongside that vocal and flipping the phase, if you know what I'm talking about, on the recorded track so that you wouldn't hear as much of it through, but you would hear the vocals completely clearly. Just a little basic scientific physics trick that they would do, but yeah, who knows what happens. Either way, we got a beautiful vocal out of it. The harmony stem, let's hear it.
Young love.
Okay, so some lows.
Young love.
And I will blend in that other one when we go back, when we hear these.
On a natural high as we drifted.
That's cool. And then these next two.
Young love. Young love.
Okay, and then the next lot.
Ooh, and I was yours, and you were my own, baby. As we lie as we.
So,
Young love.
okay, now we know what's coming, so
Young love.
I'll give you two of those. All right, now let's move back to here, and we're going to add in that backing vocal just to hear them together.
Young love. Young love.
So cool.
Young love. Young love. On a natural high as we drifted.
Now I can skip the next two, and then we'll go to here.
Ooh, and I was yours, and you were my own, baby.
I'm going to add this one.
As we lie as we lay underneath the stars. Young love. Young love.
Very cool, very, very cool lead vocals. I'm going to go, let's go with the backing parts first. So we'll go that lead double, and it's just doubling up what she's doing in the lead, and then there's a harmony.
Weak in the knee.
Man, listen.
Weak in the knee.
How deliberate and spot on is that? It's, yep, okay. Compose yourself. Continue.
Drift into another state of mind, and imagined I was yours and you were mine. As we lay upon the grass there in the dark, lay underneath the stars.
I can't believe it. That's so good. The next part, harmony.
Weak in the knee.
Beautiful hall reverb.
On a natural high as we drift.
Sorry. Okay.
Dark underneath the stars. Oh,
Wow. Gorgeous. Wow. Okay, we'll put those together.
Weak in the knee.
Okay. Not necessarily harmony. That's doubled, didn't it, really?
Drift into another state of mind and imagined I was sure.
Okay, there we go. That coincides together. Let's save that last track for last. The lead vocal. Now, I am going to do my best here, but I'm going to I'll have to glaze this, but I'll give you as much as possible because I care about you. Let's go.
One summer night, we ran away for a while, laughing, we hurried beneath the sky.
Let's just hold there for a second. How nice. It's nice and dry. When I say dry, guys, if you're new here, I mean there's no reverb. It's just basically like you can hear me now. There's no reverb. But if I were to talk a little further away, you can kind of hear more of the room than you can directly. Sounds really gorgeous, and every little bit of her voice is full where it needs to be. You can see I've got this little thing up here on the screen. That's the equalizer, and right now it's just set to meter what's going on. So you can see what's happening within the vocal qualities of where they sit on the frequency spectrum, which is what you hear from the lowest to the highest. So just watch this while we listen.
To an obscure place to hide that no one could find, and we drifted to another state of mind and imagined I was yours and you were mine.
Now you'll notice these are coming up in sort of pairs here, like there's a strong one and then it kind of is the same, a little higher, but then it drops off. What's going on there? Well, it's your natural voice doesn't produce just a single note like a like a piano synth or something that just goes that one frequency. It produces overtones, and that's what's going on. You're hearing all that beautiful quality of Mariah's voice, and you can see it here.
Yes, we lay upon the ground.
And you'll see this big stuff down the bottom here. Sorry, I've just cut her off. But that all there is sub stuff that you can barely hear. Like those sit around where the kick drums are. And removing those is normal, what would happen. But when you and you say maybe more the p sounds, plosives, you're going to get those. So let's go back and I'll shut up because I know that's what you really want. Sorry.
Yes, we lay upon the grass there in the dark, underneath the stars. Oh, underneath the stars. Oh, baby, yeah. Weak in the knee, wrapped in the warm.
Wow. I want to hear that with the backing here, so we're going to put that in real quick, the lead double and the lead harmony. Here we go.
Weak in the knee, wrapped in the warm, gentle breeze, and
just listen to that little section there, just that little run is just something that really gives me a good thing in the brain. Let's call it that. Hey, is there a cut in there? Yeah, there is. Walter, tell me. I want you to know. I want you to tell me. Is there like a little blend? Yeah, I can hear that. I mean, again, I don't do this to pick out the stuff, but I mean, just as a noticer of things, that's the diagnosis at least. You can hear that the note isn't like there's a little bit at the end there, and it's normally because they've blended two takes together. So it goes like at the end. So that's, I mean, it's nothing to sniff at. That's pretty cool editing because 95, were they doing this digitally or were they doing it with tape? Like, you know what I mean? was that really? It's not that long ago. Like, surely there was some digital elements to it, but
So shy, a bundle of butterflies, flush with the heat of desire, on a natural high as we drifted to.
I'm giving you that with everything here. So let's just open up all those vocals.
On a natural high as we drifted to.
And is this the that vocal part again? Was it?
So shy, a bundle of butterflies.
No, but I wanted to hear it anyway.
Drifted to another place and time, and the feeling was so heady and sublime, as I lost my heart to you there in the dark, underneath the stars. Young love, young love.
You may notice these aren't the same levels that you hear on the final version. It's because this is unmixed completely. Again, go and check out that real version. Go and check out that final version, the original. The link is in the description to Mariah's original Underneath the Stars. You should go and hear that.
Young love, oh, beautiful and bittersweet lady, and I.
Sorry, we're robbing you of this.
Oh, beautiful and bittersweet lady, and I. Ooh, yeah.
How can you be that good?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I lay in bed all night and I was drifting.
How good are those little... listen to this.
And I was drifting. Ooh, and I was yours, my own babe.
Has anybody been like this far from Mariah singing before? How loud is she? Because you can hear this really good breathiness but this fullness at the same time, and I'd be very interesting to know, because I know a lot of people do talk about Mariah belting, which is using her full voice or whatever, versus the sort of like speech level singing, and so I'd really be interested to know, because I know she's extremely capable. So yeah, tell me what's the closest you've been to hearing Mariah sing, with a mic, without a mic, at a club or anything like that. Have you met Mariah? Love to hear about it.
As baby, yeah. Shoot doo 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 doo. Shoot doo 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 doo. Shoot doo 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 doo. Oh.
Now, you know what's happening behind there, but we haven't got to that yet, so you'll get that in a moment.
Yeah. Oh. I was drifting. And baby.
Wow, that is so cool. I'm very, very excited about that. Now, this is our last little piece here to come, and I hope you've had a good time with me so far. If you do want to hear these individual files or the song or anything without my commentary, then you're just going to have to go listen to it on Spotify. You're going to have to go and listen to Mariah's original, because, I'm doing the best I can for you. So enjoy these last little whistles. I want to see what frequencies they produce. Let's check that out. Here we go. Wow. Listen, the breathiness. And it's almost like more audible than the note, or not, it's audible with the note, because how much air you have to push through to produce notes that high. Let's hear some more. Cheeky little overdub harmony there, listen. When I talk about the breathiness, I'm talking about that that you can hear in the background. Maybe that's, if you're not a whistle practiced person, maybe that's a way you can do it. I don't know. How do you do it? Did you, the only other person I know, there's a lot of people who can do it, but there's a lady on Instagram called Sophie Morelli, I think it is, who's got a ridiculous whistle and a more ridiculous Instagram page full of crazy stuff. More whistles, let's go. That's so cool. Sorry, I want to go back and hear that. Well, there you have it. We have listened to and enjoyed the individual stems of Underneath the Stars by Mariah Carey. And for that, I thank you for coming along on this really cool journey to enjoy that song. What a treat. Thanks again. So don't forget to subscribe to the Love Again channel, to like the videos, and again, share them around if you enjoyed them. Send them off to somebody who might enjoy them as well. Tell us your Mariah trivia on this particular track. If your name's Walter or Fantasif, send me a message. If your name's Mariah Carey, call me back. No. Fantastic. I hope we can do this again sometime. Maybe same time next week. See you there, because I'll be there. I've enjoyed every moment of it, and we will catch you then. Again, I'm just rambling now to fill the next 20 seconds. But subscribe. Let's go. I'll catch you next time. Enjoy yourself.